Okay, so we are live. Hey everyone. I'm super fired up today because we have a huge lineup of a ton of rock stars today. They're not here yet, but we got Rhonda Clark here on the panel. I'm Jessica Daniels. There's Summer. Hey Summer, what's up? You need to come on over to the panel, girlfriend. Yeah, I'm fired up. We got a lineup of some awesome rock stars that are crushing it in their business today. So, super exciting. I know I sent Summer. I know I sent you a panelist link, but I'll just bring you over. That's what I'll do. And oh, James Godin's here too. Awesome. I'm sure he wants to be on camera. Yep. So I'm adding you, Summer. James, I'm adding James. Yay, so super excited. We got a ton of great people coming on today. Jennifer Rupinian, James Godin, Summer Nelson. There she is.
Hey.
Hey. Yep.
Going on? I hope it's not too loud. I'm in a coffee shop and there's music blaring, so can you guys hear the music? Or?
A little bit. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you sound good. You look
Awesome.
pretty too. You look beautiful as usual.
Thanks. You do too. It's nice to see you guys. It seems like I haven't talked to you guys forever.
I know, right?
James is coming on. So how many people can we put on the panel?
I think it's 10.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple more people were coming too. Jennifer Rupinian, Ferdinand Jimenez is supposed to be here too.
Is Aisha coming?
Asia's kid
Aisha.
just got a really high fever like within the last few minutes. So
Oh.
yeah, she's not coming. Unfortunately.
Is that how she says her name, Asia?
Huh?
Is that how she says her name, Asia?
You know, that's how I say it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I have to ask for some pronunciation.
Yeah.
I see your dog in the background.
Yep,
Do you think we should have everybody on the panel?
Well, Tuesday said she didn't want to be on the panel today, so
Okay.
you know, whoever wants to hop out, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Hey, James.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Doing great?
Awesome.
Awesome.
So, like, my vision for this, like, mastermind is, like, for people who are, you know, haven't stepped into their leadership role. They maybe never done a webinar, they've maybe never done a hangout, they've never done video or whatever, to, you know, make this a safe place, no judgment, to help people, you know, step up and get on these webinars, get on these hangouts, and start sharing their value and really step into their leadership role and just have like a round table of us sharing ideas and concepts and just really helping people out.
Yeah, finding their
that.
voice.
Yes.
Finding their voice, and definitely.
So I know tomorrow is coming over. I don't see her yet. So what's new, James?
Oh, just doing my thing.
Nice. I like your dream catcher.
Thanks. Got that for just kind of like a just because gift from my mom.
Nice.
She's like,
That's
I know
awesome.
you like. It has 2 wolves on it. Yeah, I can actually take it down and show it to you.
Yeah.
Are you Indian?
No, I just like stuff like this.
Right on.
See, check it out.
I like it.
Love it.
Love stuff like that.
I am Indian,
Yeah, me
and I
too.
just found out that
So
I get free health care. What Indian are
Nice.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you had to be like on a you
The
know, like,
reservation.
yeah.
No, it's through Obamacare because I've been, I'm quitting my job and I have to go through Obamacare. It's a discount that I get, but yeah, free healthcare. So does my daughter. If you have a blood card, you have to have a blood card. What
Are
kind
you
of
gonna
Indian
open a
are you?
casino?
What'd you say?
Are you gonna open a casino?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
right?
my plan. That's my new goal.
Nice.
How do you get a blood card?
You have to have records. So my great grandfather, he was 1/4 Cherokee. So there, you have to have documentation, and you have to go through the reservation to get the blood card.
I wonder if I could do that because both of my grandparents were Cherokee.
Oh yeah.
One was half, and the other one was, well, I don't know what that makes me.
That makes you
So.
is it 1/16?
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I am. 1/16. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you can go
know.
up to like 1/64, and you can still
Oh,
do
really?
it.
Yeah, I've never
Mhm.
taken advantage of any of those Indian things. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm trying to
That's
bring
cool, though.
Tamara over. Tamara, she asked to come over. Oh my God, I just dumped Summer.
Whoops.
That
my
even
God,
sounded
I did
funny.
not-
I dumped Summer. Let me go text her and let her know to come back. All right? Hold on.
I can't believe I did that. I was putting Tamara on, and then I clicked again, and my thing was on Summer. Oh my gosh.
She's in the chat.
I'll text her and tell her to come back.
Ferdinand!
What's up, Jessica? How are you?
What's up,
Hey, everybody.
Ferdinand Jimenez?
Wow, man, I gotta give it to you. You remind me of Michigan. You remind me of Michigan. How is Michigan?
I am so sorry, Summer. How do we get her back on?
I'm using dumped.
There she is. Let me get her back on. Technology is hilarious. Okay, she's coming back. Hey, Tamara.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
There's Summer.
Summer, I am so sorry about that.
Kicked her
I was
out.
like, what happened?
I totally just dumped you.
All good. Yeah, I can hear you guys talking about dumping me.
I was like, oh no.
It's all good. So Jennifer's here.
Roop, roop.
What's up?
What's
Hey,
up,
girl.
Your hair looks awesome today.
Me?
Yeah, you.
This is the air dry look. Not the prettiest, but thank you.
No, you cut it. You cut it. It looks really good. I love it.
Thank you. Hello.
Look at this lineup of rock stars. I am fired up, you guys. This is awesome. We got some great people on today.
The only person I haven't met is this gentleman with the glasses on. Is it? Okay, Ferdinand. I haven't met you yet. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Summer.
Hi, Summer. How are you? My name is Ferdinand Jimenez.
Nice to meet you. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jimenez. Me and Ferdinand have been working together for a couple years now, right, Ferdinand?
Yeah, we met in a company. And then that company disappeared.
Yeah, folded.
And then you joined MLSP, and you've had great success. And I really like what you've done, and that's why I'm here to learn. I'm here to see what,
Bam!
let's do it.
How long have you been in MLSP, Ferdinand?
What is it, like 3 months, 2 months?
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Are you getting some good results?
Yes. Yeah, I think it mirrors the amount of effort you put in.
Definitely.
I think it's an equation, effort times skill times attitude. You could have the skill, you could have the attitude, but I'm lacking in the effort. And like the effort, if it's a quarter, I have like 1/100. So it just, so I realize that it's the effort. I love it, yeah. You know,
Plus
so
the mindset. Are you working on your mindset?
yeah, it has to be that too. You know, it has to be mindset also. You know, that I mean, I do believe in it. You know, but because before I was just so crazy to just boom throw it at people. And now, at first, I'm just I'm building relationships with people. I'm asking them questions. People reach out to me and say, hey, I want to work with you. And I'm like, what business are you in? They're like, I have no business. And I'm like, well, what do you want to do? They're like, I want to make money. And I'm like, well, no, well, we have to, what do you know? And if they don't have a vision, I can't work with them, you
Right.
know, because, you know, and it's beautiful. So that's what I'm working on now. It's just reaching out to people, relationships. I hooked up with a crew that's doing real estate investing, and they need a lot of marketing. So I'm trying, you know, I'm thinking, hey, maybe they could use the MC platform to do their blogs and get leads for their business. So it's really exciting. So I'm like, hey, let me come and talk to the guys who are having success and see, hey, how does this done? You know?
Nice. Are you going to live the dream? Who's going to live the dream? I'm going.
Wow, awesome.
Going. Yay!
Yeah, it'll be my first.
I got
Mine
my
too.
air, so I'm definitely going.
I haven't gotten mine yet.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, I know. We could.
Well, we already got our room.
I got my room and
Yeah.
ticket, just not the airfare.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had to get the airfare to feel complete. And before it skyrocketed into crazy dollar amounts. You know? So.
Yeah, I gotta start looking at that. I think I'll be flying out of St. Louis. So what do you guys want to talk about today? I want to give everybody a chance to, talk and, tell us what's working, or if you guys have any questions about what's going on.
There is a lot of new people coming in, and they are not here today because they're in New Zealand and Australia. So
Well,
I just wanted to they plan on watching the replay. So I just want to mention that your profiles are so important. Like our kids and our grandkids and our pets, we love them to pieces, but your profile picture needs to be of you because you're in business for yourself. So, your profile is the first thing that people see. So if you have a business and you're marketing online, make sure that your picture is of you smiling. That's so important. So I just wanted to bring that up today.
it is important. I don't even, accept friend requests from people that have, their dog as their profile picture, their logo. It's like, I can't connect to them because I don't know what they look like. So I can't build a relationship with a dog. Well, I can, but the only relationship I want is with my dog, so, not their dog. And then, going further into that, just make sure, especially on your Facebook profile, your About Me section is all filled out. If you have a website, put that, because people are nosy. They look at that. I always look at About Me sections. Make sure it's all filled out so they can find out more about you. That's really important, and that goes along with all your social media platforms. Make sure you have a professional picture and then the About Me section filled out.
And don't give away the movie. Quit writing your company name, because you want to lead with curiosity and value. All the big leaders that I know of that are really crushing it, you can't even tell what company they're promoting. You can't tell. You don't know what company they're promoting because they don't lead with that. They don't brand their companies. They brand ourselves.
Yeah, because, the companies, as you guys know, they go out of business all the time. And then if that business goes out of business, then, you're looking like you're all over the place. You're not staying consistent, and people join people that are, very consistent.
You. I had a company go down recently.
I have.
What'd you say, James?
I said I had a company go down recently for me.
Uh-oh.
They go down. That's why it's so important to have multiple streams.
Yeah.
I mean, a really important thing to understand about creating multiple streams of income, though, is that you really need to focus on one and get some serious income coming in before you shift your focus to something else. And before you shift your focus somewhere else, you want to make sure you have a lot of automation and systems in place for the one that you've created. And that can come through tools, software, as well as outsourcing to virtual assistants and things like this. But what I recommend for people is that if this is like your first income stream, get it to a comfortable place. Try to get it to like 5 figures in a month, right? If you can get it there, and then you can have some of that stuff outsourced, and some of that stuff is just automated in the background with software and tools that you pay, 20, 30 bucks a month for. Some of them are more. If you can really get that maybe 80, 90% automated, where you only got to spend maybe 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes max on that one income stream, then you can on creating something new. And what you said just a minute ago is really important. Instead of branding that source, that company, those products and stuff, branding yourself allows you to use that brand as like a hub to plug as many income streams into as you want. Because people are ultimately going to buy from you. They're ultimately going to do business with the person, and they're going to connect with your personality rather than the company. So that way, if a company that you're working with does go out of business, you're going to have lots of other options available for you. And also, what's cool about it is once you've built a strong relationship with a large number of people, if they see that you have a lot to offer just personally, regardless of other companies, what they're doing out there, if you recommend something that's working for you, you try something new, you start to generate a result, and they've seen proof that you know what you're doing because they've been with you in other opportunities or tried other products that you've recommended and it worked and it helped them, then they're going to be wide open to that new product that you recommend or that new opportunity, right? So that brand is super important because I have had at least, I think, like 3 companies in the last 4 years just go away.
Wow.
So I can't stress how important that is. You definitely don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, but what I'd recommend is find something that's been around for a while, like MLSP has been around since 2008. They're still going strong. This is a place where you really can build your income up to, around 5 figures in a month and really automate things. And then once you have things automated, shift your focus into a company that can add on top of what you've already done, add more value.
Yeah, I've been battling with that, James, because I've been wanting to add another income stream, not an MLM, but like in high ticket sales.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, okay, well, I want to get to L3, L4 before I do that because I'm afraid I'm going to lose focus.
If you're using MLSP as your primary, I'd probably say wait till L5.
L5, honey badger, yeah.
And then go. I mean, there's some things that you can add along the way. Like obviously your autoresponder, you can be an affiliate of your like Aweber or whatever. You can add that in, but that'll be a very small income stream in the scheme of things. If MLSP is your primary, like for me, I like to use all these different companies as sources of income, but my primary is coaching people.
Right.
My primary source of income comes directly from me. But then I understand if people want to use a company that's already established, especially if you've never done something like this before, if you want to use that as your primary, it works because it's worked since 2008. So we're going on 8 years, almost on our 9th year now of this company. So I'd say use this until you're about L5, right? And then if you want to add coaching, consulting, if you want to add top tier, if you want to add, maybe some CPA offers into your list and say, hey, this is some stuff that's helped me. Here's some stuff that I'm an affiliate of. That's really where it goes a little bit deeper with relationships. Like if you just present an offer, your conversions will be so-so. And the better relationship you have with the people on your list, your conversions will go up. But then when you have a relationship with the people on your list and you have a relationship with the people that are selling the products that you're recommending, you can work with those people directly. Like, let's say that you know somebody who created a course that sold thousands of copies online, and you do a webinar with that person, and you have you and that person on the webinar, but that person's coming on endorsing you as someone who your list should be listening to, right? You kind of borrow some authority, they give you some credibility there, and that'll massively, dramatically boost your conversions as well, because not only do you have your relationship with your list, you have that person's authority in the industry, and then you two come together, and it's unbelievable what happens in those types of environments, especially if that person's already done large volumes of sales in their business. That's something to think about.
It's interesting what you're saying, James, too, because the same concept goes for like social media marketing strategies. You start off with one first and build it up before you move on to another marketing platform or strategy, because once you build up a bunch of fans on one, they're all automatically going to follow you to the next platform, and then you can build from there. So
Yep.
Same concept.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'd say probably the smartest thing to do as far as social media would be go to where everyone is, you know, to start out with. I'd say Facebook and Instagram are probably the biggest to start out with, especially since now Facebook owns Instagram. It's gotten even bigger. But once you've really got yourself to a place where you feel like you have a big following and good engagement, then start adding some of the smaller ones. Like personally, I started with Facebook. Then I went to Instagram, then I went to Twitter, then I went to Google+, and now, like, if I add all my social media profiles together, I don't know, it's well over 10,000 people that follow me, and then if I add my email list, we're talking over 20K. So it really depends on where you want to start, but it is important to pick one, and really get to know the platform and understand how to transition from a social interaction into like a simple social interaction like a like, share, follow, or comment, into a relationship that builds trust and ultimately a bond that's going to be carried throughout your entire business career. If you're on Facebook, I'd recommend, I started there, so I know a lot more about that than any other platform. So I'd say, number one, the most valuable interaction would be a share. Most people don't take the time to share something unless they truly love it. And second would be a comment. A lot of times, even if they don't share, they'll say something about it. And then the third would be a like, a simple like. Or I'd say probably the third would be now they have interactions, or they have like an emotional reaction, right? So that would probably be the third. Then the next one would be a simple like. Because you want to think about what's easiest for somebody to do, and the easier it is for them to do, the less engaged they are, right? It's like anybody can just scroll through and like, but it takes a little bit more engagement to say I love it, or I'm thankful for this, or this made me laugh, right? It takes a little bit more engagement to comment. It takes a little bit more engagement to share, right? Because then you're saying, I endorse this person on my public timeline. I really love what they're doing. Think about that when you go and approach people. You're going to talk to somebody differently depending on their level of engagement. Right? If somebody likes my stuff, I'm going to say, hey, you know, I really appreciate you. I see you on my timeline liking my stuff. You know, I'm going to ask them about those things. I'm going to say, you know, what do you like about it? Right? But if they say they love it, then I don't really have to gauge how much they like it. I already know they love it, right? I could say, well, you know, how'd you get involved in this kind of stuff? You know, if they are commenting, I'll gauge their comment. Are they asking a question? Did they make a statement? Did they add value by sharing some of their own insight? And then start the conversation based on what they commented. And if they shared it, then go look at their timeline and see what other kinds of stuff they're putting in their feed, and then start a conversation with an icebreaker based on what you see there. So that's my take on Facebook. Instagram, you probably want to go to, what's her name there? I forget. Drawing a blank.
What is her?
You're talking about April Marie?
Yes.
Yep, there you go, April. Yeah. I drew a blank. Yeah, Instagram, you definitely want to go to her. And that, I'm still struggling with Instagram. I'm still struggling with that thing. Facebook is my friend because I like how you can chat with people there. I like how easy it is to transition from a chat into something like subscribing someone to an email newsletter. I like how easy it is to transition from that into like a Skype conversation, a Google Hangout, a phone call even. And a lot of my success has come from just starting a conversation there, transitioning into email follow-up, or inviting to a webinar, or having a phone call.
It amazes me how easy it is to get people on your newsletter just by asking.
Yep.
I'm guessing everybody here has a newsletter.
It is easy because if they're already liking, reacting, commenting, sharing all your stuff, they already like the value that you bring. And if you say, hey, would you like to get this every day in your email inbox? Or would you like to get a higher level of this? Because then you have all your videos, and if you're doing videos or invites to webinars and events and stuff like that. So it's just an added layer of value they can get. If they already engage with you on social media, it's a no-brainer for them to say yes. And at first, you'll want to do that, manually. But then, you can start getting into some paid stuff just by going into your MLSP back office, go into the training, look at the different strategies, and then most strategies offer some sort of a product that you can buy where you can go in-depth on that particular strategy.
Yeah, I just created a funnel. Am I echoing with you guys?
Nope.
Okay, I'm echoing to myself, but I just created a funnel that, branded myself in front of the mastery. So I created a video that tells my story of getting started online, being confused, not getting results, and then I found this 5-step blueprint. I have them opt in. It goes to another video, a welcome video, another video of me telling them what they're going to get. They go down, and then they watch the mastery video. Instead of sending people just to the mastery link they provide for you, make a couple videos to brand yourself, and then bring them into the mastery video.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the simplest way to get started with a funnel. Mm-hmm. Have a simple video telling your story, transition into how this whole thing helped you and connected directly to the product or service that you're selling, and really just introduce whoever it is. Like, okay, so let's say that it's a video with Brian Finale in it. So I'd intro Brian. I'd tell a story of how I found him, the company, the products, how him, the community, everything that he's put together has helped me, and how my business has changed for the better. And then just introduce him and then send them off to that video. That works. Another thing you could do is you could do a webinar. You could record it and then set up the automated webinar and have people invited to that event. That tends to have a higher conversion rate. Another thing, you could do a series of videos or a series of audios where something that you specialize in, something that you're really good at, you could break down a larger training. Like you could do a whole webinar and then you could break it down into several parts and have like 3, 4, or 5 videos. Even convert those videos into audio files. Maybe go and review those audio files or video files manually, and then go create PDF reports or notes on each one. It's just, there's all kinds of ways to add value. There's all kinds of ways to put you and your value first, so that way, by the time they do get to your offer, they feel like they know, like, trust you. They feel like you're somebody who really knows what they're doing. They feel like if they try this, they have a really good chance of enjoying it because they feel like they've already kind of started to experience it through you and your story, if that makes sense.
So
Like they sample the experience through you.
So Tuesday wants to see what I'm talking about. Can I share my screen and I'll show you guys what I did?
Yep.
How do I share?
Yeah, go ahead. On the left side, if you move your mouse over to the left side of the Google thing, there's a green like symbol. It says screen share.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, it's an arrow. Yeah.
Do you see it now?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to, you know, brand yourself on the front end of anything, you know, a presentation or a training or whatever.
So here's the opt-in.
Summer, how did you get your logo in the corner of the video there? That's cool.
That is just editing. You just put the video on top, or the logo on top of the video, and you can make it smaller. It's just in the editing software. But Tuesday, that's the first video, and then this goes into another video that's just like a nice face.
We can't hear it though, Summer. We can't hear what you're. Yeah, we can't hear it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Well, that is... Can you hear me talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's actually opt-in in MLSP that gives away that Facebook cheat sheet along with the mastery video. So that's what I was saying. I was just like, if you want to get this 5-step blueprint, I also have a bonus for you, which is a Facebook cheat sheet that gets you more engagement on Facebook. And then it leads into a welcome video, sharing with them, you know, that they need to check their email because they're going to be getting, you know, marketing and mindset tips from me. And then I tell them, you know, the secret to this is actually taking action on these 5 steps. And then I tell them to click below, and then it goes into the mastery video. So that's just more of a way to, you know, get yourself in front of your people and brand yourself instead of just sending people straight to the mastery video or to the university or whatever you're wanting to promote. You know, it's kind of building that relationship with somebody first.
Yep.
So I learned that.
They're gonna join you. They're not gonna join the company. They're gonna join you. Yeah.
Yep. So I haven't tested it yet. I was actually just working on that this morning, so we'll see how it goes.
Cool.
That's really cool.
Well, it'll definitely be better than just sending them straight to the mastery page. Anything is better than sending them straight to the company page because they're going to be very confused. You know, it's a lot different if you're like in e-commerce and you just send somebody to like Amazon or eBay. It's like, oh, it's Amazon and eBay, right? They just know they're going to buy some stuff. They're going to click buy buttons, right? Mm-hmm. With something like MLSP, there's so many ways to enter the company. Right? Who do I join? Who do I follow? Who do I listen to? How do I get the results that I want? And those people are looking for people that are most like them, so they feel like if that person can do it, so can I. Mm-hmm. Right?
So true. And yeah, you can do that with any of those campaigns back there. Just put yourself first. Make a video. do those campaigns in the back, do a 15-second video saying something you learned and send them to the capture page. It's much better than just sending them to the campaign.
Yep. You do that with the products too, like the profit product.
Yep.
And I'm doing that with the Mobile Leads Pro. I'm setting up something where I'm showing them, look, here's how I'm getting results. And then if my buddy Jesse, he's got the inside scoop on how all this stuff works. So I send them over to Jesse's page after I've already introduced them. So that way, when they meet Jesse, they're like, oh, this James guy, he's similar to me. He's getting good results with it. So, I think now I trust this Jesse guy because I trust James. He's recommending Jesse, and that's how you can really, promote an affiliate offer. Is first they know you, they like you, they trust you. You're now endorsing somebody else who has helped you, and they're coming to you for help, and you're saying this guy helped you or this girl helped you. Like, okay, cool. So I'm in good company now, and they feel good about it, and they're much more likely to buy, which is great. Like, you should feel good about, getting somebody to buy something because it's going to help them because it's already helped you. That's like a hang-up people have sometimes I just want to touch on is like, how do I feel good about selling to somebody? If you're 100% certain that something has helped you, you'll have a much easier time. You'll have that conviction in your voice. You'll say, look, I know this works because, look, here's my results. Here's how well it's working. Mm-hmm. A lot of times you'll see affiliate marketers that are out there on the internet doing it way wrong. They'll just say, this product's good, it's working for other people, go use it and buy it and I'll get a commission. But it's totally the wrong way to do it. I like the way that MLSP has it set up where you're branding yourself first, you're showing your results, telling your story. It's definitely the right way to go about it. So, follow what these guys these ladies and guy are telling you to do here, and you'll have success, definitely. Here, I want to actually show you an example, too. I have, let me see. I'm actually going to open it up on my computer here. 1 second. I'm basically just going to show you the files that I have because I'm putting together a brand new audio series. Usually I'll do like a video, like Summer said, or I'll do a few videos, or I'll do an automated webinar or something. But I wanted to try an audio series because it's something that I haven't done before. I just wanted to stretch myself, see what I could do with it. So here, let me share real quick. I'll do the entire screen here. Should be able to see it. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop up my file browser on my computer and just show you what I'm putting together here. I'm creating an audio series here, and what I'm doing is I have the MP3 audios. Right. I'm using a software called Camtasia Studio, and I'm using the audio recorder on there, and I'm just using the voiceover effect and then editing the whole audio and putting it together. And then what I'm doing is I'm listening to the audio back once I've fully edited it, and then I'm creating a PDF document that's notes on the audio. Right. So when somebody goes to my website, you could have like a video, you could have a written sales letter that's promoting this, and really you're just giving this away for free. It's your front-end value, like Summer's giving away a free video or a series of videos. What I do is put a short video or a written letter and have them download this free audio series. And then what they'll do is they'll have instructions on how to use it and get the best results from it, and then they'll start listening to it. And so let's say they listen to the first one, Law of Vibration. They'll go into the PDFs and they'll have notes that go along with it. It's a way to add another layer of value to your freebie that you're giving away. This is just like a higher level that I've taken it to. Like one video is like the easiest way to get in, or one audio, but eventually you'll want to like step it up a notch, right? And when you do that, you take it into a series of videos or a series of webinars or a series of audios. And at this point, that's what I'm doing. I have some information about what the law of vibration is, just to give them a better understanding of it. This is just for the first audio. You know, it's like 2-3 pages of just good information about the key stuff that I want them to know. I even have some key notes like bulleted at the end that I want them to take away from the audio they're listening to. So this is something they can follow along. It's not like a word-for-word like transcript or anything, but it's something that they can use to understand the key points of what I'm talking about in the audio. It's just an added layer of value. So that's just an idea. You could create a series and then have no. And all I did is I used a free Word document thing. It's called Open Office. OpenOffice.org is actually the website. So I mean, I created a Word document. I converted it into a PDF with just clicking a simple button. I can actually open that up for you and show you how it works. I just hi in the document or something, but I'll show you how you can create it into a PDF. So all I did is I open up OpenOffice. It's a free word processing and spreadsheet and presentation software. Works a lot like Microsoft Office, and it's free and open source. So I would create a document, right, and just type away, and when I'm ready, I can save it as a document just by clicking that like you would any document, right? I'll just create an untitled one, and then see right up here where it says it's like this little PDF symbol. If I click on that, now I can create a PDF of this Word document, and that's the thing that I would deliver to the person. See, so right here, Untitled 1, that's what I just typed into the word processor, right? And now this is a PDF, just like you would get an ebook. Like if you bought a book from Amazon, you get the ebook, the Kindle version. This is what they use. They just use a PDF document.
So for all you Mac users, it's Keynote. You can do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. You'd use Keynote. And that's a way that you can add value to your videos. You can add value to your audios, is just by having some PDF notes that go along with it. Because people learn in different ways, right? Some are audio, some are visual learners, some they want to have something they can read. And if you can give them a mix of a couple of different types of formats, like you could even have a video series that you, here, let me close this out. You could have a video series, oops, did I close it yet? Nope. Okay, you could have a video series that you include the audio version of each video, and then have PDF notes along with it. That'd probably be the coolest thing that I could think of. If you think of some big names, my favorite, Bob Proctor. A lot of the stuff that I share that comes out of my mouth is him, especially the mindset stuff. But from a business standpoint, what he shares online with on his website, you can get a lot of stuff that is video format that comes with the audio version and also has some PDF stuff coming along with it. So I'm really borrowing from that. And seeing as he's somebody who is, I think he's going to be 82 this year or something like that, he's obviously borrowing that from people that have been succeeding online for a while. And it's great. I mean, some cool people to follow online to learn how to build some cool funnel type stuff. I'd say look up Russell Brunson. He's a cool guy with ClickFunnels. I actually have a book I recommend. Here, let me grab it real quick. Here. This book is great. Okay. This book right here I recommend.
It's a good one.
.com Secrets. If you don't have that, I definitely look that up. This is how I learned how to start creating funnels online. And he takes you through some pretty intense stuff in here, some really advanced stuff, but also some stuff that's easy for beginners. And the cool thing is the way that he puts it in this book, he's got some advanced things that are easy for beginners to understand how to implement in their business, which is really, really cool. So you can start using some advanced sales funnel stuff, even if, I mean, you're like, how do I use Aweber? you'll be able to use this kind of stuff. It's really easy. I actually created, there's actually some cool stuff you could do, like, oh, man, if you ever want to have a book, right, a book is a great way to add value to your brand. That's actually something that I'm thinking about doing in the next year or two. Is I want to put together a book, and the cool thing is you don't even have to write it. There's actually a company out there called Advantage Family. They will help you write the book, market the book, and sell the book.
Wow.
Okay, and it'll come out just like this. And oh man, I mean, there's stuff you can do, like you can send out physical products, right? So you can ship a book, you could ship a CD, you could ship a DVD, and do like a free plus shipping type of offer, and that could be your front end value. You got to think about the different types of people in your market. Not everyone wants to sit and watch video or listen to audio online. Some people are still old school. Some people still want to pop a DVD into their DVD player, right? So there's some areas of your market you can tap into by having something like that, where you can create an awesome video, put it on a rewritable DVD, ship it out to a company that does the fulfillment, use something like ClickFunnels with Russell Brunson, and you can have a free plus shipping funnel set up in like 30 minutes, and then connect the fulfillment center, only charge for shipping, and then you're tapping into a segment of your market that probably doesn't spend a whole lot of time online. Just an idea.
And you guys, this funded proposal, a branded funded proposal, instead of using the ones that MLSP has, create your own training, create your own PDF, your own ebook, or whatever. That's going to make you stand out from the rest of the affiliates. Like, I have a customer attraction blueprint that I use for, I have a YouTube campaign going on right now, and I have it on my blog. It's my own training that I have, and then I bring people into MLSP. So it doesn't have to be anything, exaggerant. Create a simple training, a simple ebook, a simple video. Have a video that explains to people what their job online is. I'm echoing, driving me nuts. But I have a video that explains your job online is to get people to know, like, and trust you. I teach that concept, and then I have a PDF that explains your daily mode of operation. That's my free offer. I get them on my list. I sell them MLSP. But I put myself first instead of sending them over to, like, April Marie Tucker's training or sending them over to these other people's trainings. I send them to my training.
Good idea.
And it doesn't take long.
For people that just get started, though, it's good for them to use the
Right.
MLSP, giveaways, until they build up their own value.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, I'd really love to hear from Miss Rupinian. We haven't heard from her yet.
I was actually reading Tuesday's question. I'm not sure, and she jumped off, so something about doing a video about, what I'm thinking is a video about a training, doing your own training versus actually holding a webinar and trying to get people to purchase that product from that. And I think you can do both of those things, right? I mean, I think that's either.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
For me, I think the people that I've been working with, the question, they're not quite at this point yet where they're ready to start making their own material. It's more at the beginning of trying to just network and meet people and get them onto a list and creating those relationships.
And that's what's great about MLSP is using their leverage to get leads, and yeah, you definitely will build yourself up, and then we'll be creating your own value. But Tamara, did you have anything you want to add? You're quiet today.
I'm listening. Very always. Yeah,
But I'm getting to, right up to my list. But anyway, my area where I'm kind of, I guess, struggling, or I just haven't really taken a whole lot of time, is to go out there and get leads and get more people onto my newsletter. So I haven't really, I don't know, because a little bit of what I have done, I haven't really seen any results from posting in groups. And I was just wondering, is there any other way or place, besides that, besides just there, to try to get people to
I think
opt in, or
the easiest and most powerful way to get people on your newsletter is just by talking to people on, I use Facebook, just by chatting with people and seeing if they're a fit for your newsletter, and then simply ask, like at the end of my conversation, I say, hey, by the way, I have a super cool newsletter where I share a ton of marketing and mindset tips that I think you'll dig. Shoot me over your email and I'll add you. More times than not, they will send the email. And I mean, that's a warm market lead onto your newsletter. That's powerful. So there's that. I found that very effective.
Rather than just offering, a lot of the campaigns that MLSP has. Just work on that a lot. I mean, tools are good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's free strategies and paid strategies. The paid leads, I mean, it takes a skill set. So I would suggest starting there.
Well, no, I was talking about the free giveaways.
The free what?
I was talking about the giveaways, like the Instagram, the trainings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking to people, you can, ask a lot of questions, see if they, need help with anything. If they need help on Instagram, send them over an Instagram training, or, you just have to ask questions and dig where people's pains are and build that relationship and be that solutions provider for these people. So it's just all about asking questions and seeing where people are at.
Are you having trouble finding people to talk to on social media or Facebook or?
Well, I've watched how to go to someone who's popular, and then I watched your training summer that you had. I mean, that's pretty simple. It looked pretty simple when you did it, but then I went and I tried to find people, and I couldn't find anybody who I wanted to talk to, I guess. I don't know. But I've just been doing other things, and I haven't got to really focus on that as much as I want to yet, so I will.
One strategy that I like is you can use attraction marketing in Facebook groups, but you need to be very careful in your selection of your Facebook groups. Because putting attraction marketing type stuff out there, putting value in groups that don't really share a lot of value or have a lot of interaction won't really do much for you. Excuse me. But if you find groups, which is fairly easy because most network marketing companies have some sort of a Facebook group, if you can connect with some people that are in those companies, get into those groups. It might not even be the main company group. It might just be there's a team of people within that company that have their own group, and it's it's active. There's lots of people interacting. There's people masterminding in there. If you can just get in the door in some groups like that where there's people asking questions, there's people that are new, there's people that are coming in that need help with marketing, because every person in network marketing, all these new people that are coming into network marketing or affiliate marketing and internet marketing, they need help, right? They need the type of training that MLSP has, and they need the tools that we have in our back office. So if you can go in there and start posting some of the things that you're learning, some of the insights that you've gained as you've learned from the people in MLSP, if you post that type of stuff in those groups, you'll have people send you messages. You'll have people send you friend requests. You'll have people like and comment on those posts. Every single time they like, every time they comment, interact with them. They like it, reach out, say, hey, thanks for the like, tell me a little bit more about what you're doing, how long have you been in the industry, how long have you been with XYZ company, whatever company they're with, depending on the group you're in. That's a way that you can use attraction marketing in those groups. What I see a lot of times is people are chasing people in groups. I used to do it when I started out because that's all I knew how to do. So I'd go look for people that I thought, it's kind of like wandering around a mall saying, hey, you look sharp, keep your business options open. It's kind of like that old school type thing, and people, they laugh at it, but like people that really have done that stuff, it's hard for them to laugh at it because they know how excruciatingly painful it is. Because it's like walking up to strangers on the street saying, hey, interested in making some money? They're like, are you a drug dealer? It's weird, it's awkward for everyone involved. But I used to do that. Like I used to just run around Facebook being like, hey, I noticed that you're in this company. How's it going for you? Do you need, what do you need? I'm just, it's very annoying and very awkward and very pushing my products on them. I want to help you avoid that by telling you, look for groups. Okay, first of all, there's lots of groups for MLSP for people that are not in the main group. All right, so there's lots of opportunities for you to reach out to people that have their own Facebook groups, like this, right? The Rockstar Mastermind. This is people that are in MLSP, but it's not the main MLSP group. Right? Now, this is a way to connect with people that are in this particular company, but just the same way that we have this type of group, there's other groups that are out there that are for other network marketing companies. Let's say Mobe is a high-ticket one that I'm involved with. You see other internet marketing companies out there, like people that started Empower Network. They started with MLSP, right? You see other companies out there like the weight loss companies and all that, right? So I would search for companies that are doing the majority of their marketing online and go and look for their groups on Facebook and look for the groups that are getting the most comments and people that are sharing content and asking questions, and take the knowledge that you're learning from MLSP, from the calls, from webinars, from the products that you're going through, the training, everything, and go and help those people, answer their questions, solve simple, small, little problems that they're having, and just by solving simple, little, small problems, that's how you're going to start to build a relationship with those people. Those people are going to be wide open to accepting invites to webinars, to accepting your invite to join your newsletter and stuff like that. That's why when Summer says help them with something up front, and then when you say, hey, I have this awesome newsletter, I share mindset tips, marketing tips, insights from other marketers, stories from other people, I think it'll really help you. Do you want me to add you to it? What's your email? Right? And that's a manual way that you can start to add people to your list. And once you have a good number, let's say you have 100 people on your email list that come from that method, and you know they're going to be responsive because you've already built them into your warm market, you've already started a relationship with them before they got on your email list. From there, you're going to start marketing the products and the training and systems and all the stuff that you have in MLSP to those people through email. Once you start making some money from people buying products, trying Mastery, trying University, once you have money coming in from that, you get a little bit of money you can play with. You can start using some paid marketing strategies. Then you have something like Summer made, like a video, right? Just a simple video, and ask her how she put hers together. Maybe watch her video to get ideas on how she did it, or maybe she watched a training and she could recommend that training to you. You could go through the same training she went through, and then you could put together your own video and your own funnel. And then that's when you'd start using some paid marketing. That's when you'd start sending, maybe spend like $20, $30, $40 on a small ad, just test it out. Try to get a few people to that page to watch the video, see how many people that watch that video opt in for more information, see how many people that actually opt in for more information, go through your email series and buy a product, make a purchase. It's a process, right? You're constantly testing and tweaking everything. So starting with your interaction with people, gauge how well are people interacting with the content that you're putting in those groups. How many, friend requests am I getting on a daily basis? How many of those friend requests are turning into conversations that are leading to a new email subscriber? And really track that stuff. Write it down. And that's going to get you into the habit of tracking your results, so that way when you get into paid advertising, you'll already be in the habit of tracking everything. Because when you get into paid advertising, you're going to be tracking your click-through rates, your opt-in rates, your sales conversion rates, your upsell rates, your lifetime value of your customer. You're going to start getting into a lot more stuff, right? So build that habit now. How many of my posts are getting the the interaction that I want? How many of those interactions are turning into a conversation that's building a relationship? How many of those conversations are leading to an email opt-in? And how many of those email opt-ins are turning into a trial member or a customer of a product that we have? And really keep track. Keep a tally mark of all these things. And if there's numbers that aren't where you want them to be, that's where you need to focus improving. Right? If you got lots of likes, lots of interaction, lots of comments, lots of conversations and email opt-ins, but not lots of sales, it's something in the email follow-up. It's something in the delivery of the information about the thing that you're promoting. Right? So just narrow in, pinpoint where it is that you need to improve, ask somebody that's already getting good results there, get the training that they've got, and then go implement. And if you're having trouble moving forward, then that's a mindset thing. Because it's there. I mean, it's available.
Right.
It's all there in MLSP.
I'm in the wellness field.
Okay.
And so there's actually two different business groups that I'm a part of that I could probably post stuff in, but I don't want to be I don't know, intrusive and be okay, everybody's just promotes the company and the product and everything, right? That's how they mostly are.
Mm-hmm.
So give an example of what you might say if you put a post in there.
Okay, so if I'm in a group, I'm looking for a group that's talking about real issues in the marketplace, right? I'm not looking for a group that's constantly just pitching their products and services, because that's just a bunch of noise and there's no real engagement there. It's just, look at my stuff and then people asking about the stuff. There's nothing going on really. Yeah, some people make some sales, but it's very small scale and it's very temporary results that you're going to get. I'm looking for people that are talking about marketing strategies. They're talking about, how they're branding themselves. I'm talking about people that are asking questions that are stuck, like, how do I set up a capture page?
Okay.
If somebody asks that and I know how to do it, then I'm going to go and I'm going to help that person do that. Because if I solve their problem, right, they're like, I don't have a capture page, I talked to James, and now I have one. Cool. What else can James show me how to do? Right? Now you have somebody that you can continue working with. You've started that conversation. You've started that relationship. And then you can gradually progress into higher levels of, now getting opt-ins consistently, then getting new customers consistently. How do we manage that customer relationship over time? You can just gradually move through that process. It all starts with helping them with the small things first, right? If you can prove that you can help somebody with the small little things that they're hung up on now, and then once they realize, wow, that really was small in the scheme of things, they're going to trust you with the bigger things down the road.
Right. Okay. So your advice is just to stick mostly in the business type groups that are looking to get marketing.
Well, we're catering to people who are really. I'm sorry.
For MLSP, it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're really focusing on MLSP being your primary source of income until you get to a level where you want to start adding new streams, yeah, you want to focus on people that are looking for lead generation for their business. They're looking to come online to generate leads, and that could be a large group of people. Fernand over here, he said he's talking to real estate guys. That's great because they want to sell houses. They don't care how they find people. They just want to find people. They realize the internet's a great way to do it, so they're coming online, and he's got access to what they need to take their business online. So maybe they're already doing newspaper, they're already doing magazines, maybe they're doing television and radio, and now they want to take it online. Maybe they want to do email marketing, maybe they want to do blogging, maybe they want to do video marketing, maybe they want to do email marketing, maybe some SMS stuff with a mixture of online stuff. Maybe they want info marketing where they're creating their own courses. I actually know real estate agents that are making tons of money selling their information products, right? So they've come online, they've learned how to market their real estate business online, and then they have a process for how they do that. They created an information product, just like MLSP does, and they sell that and make a ton of money. So I'd say focus on anyone who wants to expand their business online. So that could be an internet marketer. If somebody's calling themselves an internet marketer, they're essentially trying to sell either retail goods or information products or some sort of software or service online. Right? If somebody's calling themselves an affiliate marketer, they're involved in some sort of affiliate network, or they're involved in a company that has an affiliate program, so trying to sell products and services to earn an affiliate commission. Those are two types of people you'd want to target. If somebody calls himself a network marketer, that could be anyone from old school offline networking, they only go to events and network that way in person, all the way to people that are taking that concept and they've integrated it with internet marketing. And they also go to offline events. Excuse me.
There is some really bad background noise. I don't know where it's coming from.
It's probably me.
It might be Summer. But yeah, I would say look for groups that call themselves, and it's gonna be difficult because a lot of people that have MLM groups, network marketing groups, internet marketing groups, entrepreneurial-based groups, a lot of those groups do get flooded with spam. Mm-hmm. So it does. That's where relationships come in handy, because if you're connecting with people, those people are in groups that you're not in. You're in groups that they're not in. You can ask them, do you have any groups where people are connecting, masterminding, asking questions, solving problems, coming together to progress as a team? Is there really a team environment there? You can ask them, do they have something like that? I got my foot in the door of a lot of groups like that just by knowing somebody who was in it. I shared value with that person, and they just said, hey, I'm in a group I think you'd like. I said, okay, let me check it out. I checked it out. Some of the groups end up being spam fests, and some of the groups ended up being, a bunch of people really doing what we're doing, right? And that's what you want. You want to try to find people who are putting themselves out there. They're really trying to build a business, and you'll be able to tell. The difference between somebody who's really trying is they're posting questions, they're posting answers to other people's questions, they're putting out content that's designed to help people solve those small problems they're having. But if you're just in a group and it's, check out my product, check out the comp plan of my company, check out how awesome this thing over here is, those are going to be spam fests, right? Yeah. And you're going to end up just frustrated, right? So look for the groups for entrepreneurs, people that are claiming to be in MLM, which is basically just network marketing, right? Multi-level marketing. Companies with multi-level comp plans, internet marketing, affiliate marketing, right? Because those types of people are who we're going to be able to help with the stuff in MLSP. Right on the front end of MLSP, it's been branded as this is to help MLMers, network marketers, but they're really starting to transition. I saw Brian talking about how they're really trying to open it up to more niches, more people. You know, we want to be able to market systems to chiropractors, doctors, you know, massage therapists, you know, real estate agents. We want to be able to broaden this and open it up, but for now, that's really where we want to narrow in on, is those types of people that are already trying to make it happen online.
Yeah.
And two things you want to do in those groups. One, listen. This is the most you'll hear me talk is when I get on one of these things. The rest of the time, I got my nose in a book, my headphones on listening to audio, or my face is glued to a screen watching video and webinars, and I'm just constantly listening, right? This is the most I talk. Feels good to get it out, actually. It gets bottled up in there.
Sure.
But which is why I enjoy sharing so much, is because it's like you get so much stuff in your head and inside, listening and consuming. Finally letting it out is such a joy. It's like I can't wait to share it. But that's what you want to do, is you really want to primarily just focus on flooding your mind. I know that could be a scary concept. Like, oh God, I got so much in my life already. I really want to flood my mind and overwhelm myself. Yeah, you do. You want to immerse yourself in the experience so that it really becomes a part of you, because that's where the conviction comes from when you're sharing it with people. When you know something really helps you, you have a deep belief and conviction, and you go forward and you share it with somebody, they're going to believe you enough to actually try it, and you want them to try it because you know it works. And when they try it and they see it works for themselves, and you solve the small problem, they're like, awesome, this person is exactly who I want to follow. This is who I want leading me on this journey. Right? And that's where everything starts to really happen for you. I have some people that have been with me for years, and as soon as I say, try this, they're like, they go buy it. Because they know that when I recommend something, I've tried it, I know it works, and it's going to work for them if they apply themselves the same way. So first thing, listen, which you're already doing an awesome job of, but I'd say listen really specifically to the people in those groups, both the people that are providing value, because you're going to get tips there, and also to the people that are asking the questions, because that's going to give you insight into how can I help these people. And then start speaking, start putting value. Take what you're learning from MLSP, take what you learned from these masterminds, the trainings, the webinars that you go to, everything that you're absorbing, the books you're reading. If people are asking questions and you learn something, you have the answer to that question, be the first to comment. Be the first not just to comment, but request them as a friend, send them a message, say, hey, I just left a comment on the question you posted in XYZ group, whatever the group name is, and make that extra personal touch on it by reaching out and saying, look, I'm here as a leader to help you. Not only did I comment in the group, but now I'm here letting you know that I've commented on your thing in the group. I want to help you. I'm here. You said you needed help. Here I am. Right? And that person is going to love you for that.
And that's a great idea.
Yep. And something special. Here's something special. A lot of people like to, as soon as they answer a question, they like to say, hey, if you like more of this stuff, try out this product. That might work sometimes. Here's what will work a million times better. You answered a question, now they have a specific thing they need to accomplish, like how do I get my first capture page up, how do I set up Aweber. If you take 10, 15, 20 minutes, do a little screen share with them, or do a little team viewer thing, or a Google Hangout like this, or even a Skype thing, and you share your screen, and you show them how to do it live, and you take 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to do it live, and they get the result there with you live, there's nothing more powerful than that, because they have an actual breakthrough live with you there.
Oh, that's cool.
And then, if they're on your email list and they get emails from you about hey, I recommend this product, this service, this thing, they're going to remember that moment that you took out of your day to spend time with them for 15, 20 minutes to help them overcome that hurdle and have that breakthrough.
Oh.
And to get a real result. Like capture page wasn't there, now it is. Sales funnel wasn't there, now it is. Right? Leads weren't there, a few hours or a couple days later, now they're in their email autoresponder.
Yeah.
They see the real results. They say, wow, this lady is the real deal. And now they're going to follow you. Now they're going to trust you.
Yeah, that I wouldn't mind doing. Even like offering if someone would like help setting the capture page with it. PM me and I'll help you right now.
Yeah. In the beginning, you'll want to do as many of those small things yourself manually as possible.
Right, yeah.
As you start to automate, as you start to scale, as you start to have a large number of people come in through your email, that's when you want to have things that are automated. You want videos. You want automated webinars. You want things that can teach them and show them how to do those things without you having to manually do it. Right. And then you'll still be manually doing some things, but it'll be at a higher level.
Exactly.
Right? So if someone, let's say at first you're doing the capture pages, the Aweber setups, that kind of stuff manually, once you reach the next level, you get a lot of leads coming in, all that stuff's automated through videos, instructional videos showing them how to do it. That's your front-end value in your email follow-up.
Right.
Then you can start focusing the manual personal time on one-on-one coaching, right? Mindset stuff. Bye, Summer. Summer had to go. Then you could start, even doing some one-on-one coaching, maybe consulting for companies and stuff. So Fernand's got a good idea here where he mentioned earlier on, he might even want, if you want to come back out and talk more about what you're doing, that'd be great. Because you mentioned you're kind of stepping into like a consultant role for a company.
This is what I'm doing there. It's just phenomenal. I went to this it's a school that teaches real estate education, right? It's online. But it happens to be that in Downers Grove, Illinois, is where they have the original place where they do the live training that they stream, right? So you got this group of people that do deals together, that educate themselves together, and there's an affiliate program associated with it, right? So I went there based off a Craigslist ad that they put in. And when I introduced myself, I didn't go in there and say, hey, I'm in healthcare. I went in there and I said, I'm an internet marketer, right? And so they started drilling me, and they were finding gold, So it was the first place where people asked me what I did, and then I asked them questions, and then they realized that I knew, and they would pick me up and spin me around and say, you're sent from God, And I was like, holy shit, right? I mean, I initially went there thinking, hey, maybe this is a cool opportunity to, network with people. The business opportunity, the comp plan is ridiculous. It's awesome, right? But I'm thinking, no, man, I want to network. And I've been able to network so cool that now I even go to Boost mobile stores just for the hell of it, right? I go to little stores and I talk to them, and they need it. So my main struggle right now is how do I put them at, because the minute I don't even want to bring up MLSP because they get scared with the MLM stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do I do it individually, like get them the lead pages and all this stuff, or do I, because MLSP gives them the CRM, it gives them the blog, it gives them the funnelizer, right?
Okay, well, there's a couple things that you could do. One is, well, let me say three things. Okay, so one thing you could do is you could personally be your own individual consultant firm, right? Your own marketing firm, just as an independent entrepreneur here, and you could go and manually do all the things they need you to do. You could do that at first, and then the second thing I'd recommend is as it starts to get bigger and it becomes too much for you to do on your own, you can start looking to outsource some of that stuff, right? You can go to websites like guru.com and Freelancer and stuff like that, and start interviewing these these independent contractors that'll be like a virtual assistant for you. And if you can put what you're doing into videos that's a system that someone else can learn just by watching the videos, and then they can go and do those tasks for you, that way you can just each week or whatever just spend like 20 minutes writing up a list of tasks you want them to get done, and then shoot it off to your outsourcer, and then they just go do it, right? So they go, you say, hey, here's the new client, here's what they need done. You ship it off to the guy that you found on Guru or Freelancer or something, and they go get it done. And then you pay them either by the hour or for the job, and then you make up your profit based on what you charge the client, right? So you could start doing it yourself, that's one, and then outsource, that's two, once it gets big enough. And then three, what you could do, excuse me, is depending on the person, they might already have in-house marketing team, depending on what the company is, the size of the company. If they already have people that handle the marketing, you could pass along your system for how you would do this for them to their marketing team, charge them as the client, and then they would pass that off to their marketing team. That marketing team would go and put it all together, and you would get paid for it.
Wow.
Right? So there's different ways you could go about that. Probably the easiest way to get into it would be you doing it at first, because you know everything that needs to be done because you're already in MLSP. You know how it all works.
Right.
That obviously is going to take more manual work on your part up front, but eventually you'll find some companies that already have in-house marketing teams, and eventually you'll find that you get to a level where you can outsource a lot of it.
Right.
So eventually a lot of that stuff can really be automated. You can grow that very big. I know people that do consulting like that, and they do 7 figures a year. So you're definitely on track to something really big there. Actually, one of the guys in MLSP that he says, look, I start with a marketing firm up front. He's like, that's what I am, and then I use everything that I've learned in my online business, and I teach people how I do that. So basically, his firm is basically just providing a service for people based on what he's already learned how to do in his own business online. So his own business online is like a laboratory that he does all his testing and stuff, and once he finds the winning formula, he goes and sells that information as an info product, but also he can sell that as a service that he can provide to people, like you're talking about with the real estate guys.
I mean, with the real estate guys, I mean, I joined the business, right? And it's awesome because I once purchased a product from you, and it was you had created this product right after you had had a lot of success in maps, and where you created a training on how to use maps. And so in this product, you were telling us, dude, think about problems that people haven't solved, and solve those problems. And so when I joined, when I went into this real estate thing, because the comp plan is ridiculous, and I'm like, wow, man, if you get all the marketing knowledge and just put it together, this is a no-brainer, right? But they have all this problem with like getting into the website. There's a platform that they use that if your computer can't do it, you can't get into it. So I started going to the events they have. They have these property tours that they do, because amongst themselves they do these deals. So it's like a group of 300 people. And then each, they get like together in like in groups of 3 or 5, and they do these deals together that otherwise they couldn't do individually. And then once the deal is done, they now have a property tour, and then they explain to you, this is how the deal was done, this is how we put it together, and this is what we're going to sell it for, and this is our commission, and it's real, And so I went to one of these, and I met this old man who had, upgraded to the Grand Master level, which is like a $20,000 product, and which if you sell, you get a $10,000 commission, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, I haven't been able to get into the website for a month, and I paid, and this is not fair. And everybody was running away from him. I saw opportunity. I'm like, let's go have a coffee. Let's sit down. I figured it out. And, I mean, this guy even offered for me to stay in his house, all right, so that we could work together. I'm not going to do that move because, it's kind of creepy. His son died there, and I think his son is a ghost there. But still, you see that the resources that this comes, that you get. And so that's what I'm trying to do right now. We're even thinking of coming up with training for how the people in the real estate business can market their business, I mean, it's so big. And so
yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm trying to find a way though to fit MLSP in there. You know what I mean? Or is it not right? That's my question. I
Well,
mean, am
that's
I?
it. It's like it depends on the person that you're talking to. If they want to be the one who's doing all this stuff, or they want to be the one who has somebody on their team doing it, then that would be the time that you would sell them on the platform that they would, if they want to use our CRM. It depends. Do they need a CRM? Do they need a better CRM? Do they need to save money on a CRM? Uh, or even beyond that, do they have a marketing team? If they do, does their marketing team need training so that they can do better online? Now, if they do, maybe you sell one membership to the company, and then they just let their entire team log into the account and go through all the training. And then that also opens up the door for all the products that are in the MLSP store to be sold as well. Because if they
Right.
really want all that training, they're paying the membership to get all the tools and everything and access to some of the basic training. But if they want like the products and the in-depth training for their marketing team, that's one way you could do it. Is if it's an individual that some real estate agents are really just out there just doing it all on their own. They don't have a team at all. They're just by themselves. If they are comfortable, and you'll find this out through conversation, if they're comfortable and if they're thinking that the best way that they're going to be able to do this is to learn it themselves and go, if they're more hands-on, they want to do it themselves, that's somebody who would buy the MLSP system and go through the training themselves. The way that you transition is probably, hey, look, let me show you how this can work for your business. Let me demonstrate how this can be useful to you. And if you can show a demonstration of how it would work for them, and they could see visually how they could turn, a click on a website into somebody calling them up to get like an in-person consultation, or even over the phone consultation, if they can see how that all works out, then they'll be more likely to pay you for your service. Now, if they're not looking for you to do it as a service, but they want to be hands-on and do it themselves, then you would present them with the actual video. Now, what's going to be more powerful is before you send them directly to the video for the thing that you're sending them to, so if it's like MLSP Mastery, before you send them to that video, like Summer did, she has a video before that. What I would do is, if I'm marketing outside of internet marketing and outside of this niche where people don't really have any idea what capture pages are, they have no idea, I would explain what this funnel is, what a funnel is, how it works, and how it can get them the leads and the customers they're looking for. And if you can demonstrate how this will work for them to get them the result they're looking for, they'll have no problem shelling out the money for it.
Nice.
But if you're looking for to come at it from like a consultant standpoint, then I'd go with one of the three options I said before, where you manually do it, outsource, or have somebody on their team do it, but then just sell a membership where their whole team can access it.
I mean, it's so funny. I did that. I'm in the healthcare field, and so I've been selling equipment because I'm like burning the ships. There's no turning back with this, right? But I see one of the people that I used to buy equipment for, and I see them posting on Facebook, and I see that it just, when you click on the like ad, it just goes straight to the page, their website, and there's nowhere to put it. There's nowhere to capture a page. There's no value. So I call the guy up, and I'm like, hey, dude, this is going on your and you're paying for this, so let me help you maximize it. Well, he puts me in charge with the IT guy, the guy who's in charge of that, and he just put up the dukes, he just wanted to fight. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, wow, here's where the communication comes in, and I must have come in and they're like, raw, and that's exactly it. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, the IT guy is there for technical purposes. He's there for coding, programming, design purposes. He's not really there for marketing purposes. I'd want to talk to whoever's in charge of marketing.
It's the same guy.
So they have their IT guy in charge of marketing. See,
yeah,
not a smart move on their part. Then I'd want to talk to whoever's in charge of that company.
Right, and I was like, okay, and then I have to withdraw back, and that's my next move. I'm gonna go back to the owner, the guy that I spoke with, right?
Yeah.
But see, he keeps playing hot potato, saying no, he's in charge of it, and there's a hot potato there. So I'm just realizing, okay, maybe there's something that I didn't ask enough questions. I didn't get their vision, right? And that's where
Yeah.
they're still thinking I'm trying to push a sale on them, you know, and so that's what it's communication 101.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely ask more questions, dig deeper,
Yeah,
see if there's really a need. I mean, he might not even be looking for something like that at this point. He might think that he has all of his needs being met by this one guy. If he
right,
feels like he already has everything he needs, he's not gonna, buy another product or take on some new services or anything. So it's really asking questions to help him come to the conclusion on his own that he has a problem, because maybe he doesn't realize he has a problem. You're seeing a problem from a marketing perspective because you have a different perspective. You have a different view. Like you have like a 1,000-foot overhead bird's eye view of what's going on in his business because you're educated in this, but he's not. He's looking for expert help outside of himself because he doesn't know what he's doing as far as marketing. Otherwise, he'd be doing it himself, or he'd
right.
have a system that he's outsourcing to somebody else to do it for him. But he doesn't have those things yet. It's you got to be careful because if you just go straight in and say, "Hey, I see that your stuff is horrible," and you can take that as the wrong way, like being attacked, right?
Right.
And that'll turn somebody off real quick. I mean, think about if somebody came to your business and said, "Man, your marketing sucks.
Right.
You're doing it all wrong. What are you
Exactly.
thinking?" And they're like, "Well, shit." Some people are gonna like that approach, but most people don't. You know, like some people will be like, "Yeah, I really appreciate how upfront you were and how raw you were with me. That's great." But most people will be like, "Why are you saying that to me? I don't know you." So get to know the person, really ask a lot of questions, um, and what I would do is lead them with your questions so that they can discover the problem on their own.
Right.
They can see how what's going on is a problem and they feel like they've discovered it, then they're going to be like, "Oh crap, I need help." And if you're the guy that's there that can help them, it's going to be much easier for you to deliver what they need. They might even come straight out and ask you for it, as
Yes.
opposed to you having to push
Right.
it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what I would do.
Awesome, my man. Thank you. Some good stuff.
People are starting to drop like flies.
Just
Yeah, hey guys, I'm gonna have to stop the broadcast because I'm
Okay.
leaving the house. So.
Okay. We've gone too far, she says. Okay.
No, not at all. You guys rock, man.
Well, time-wise, anyway. Time-wise,
Yeah.
we've taken up too much time.
No, thanks for all the value.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end the broadcast and let's finish up in the group, I guess.
beautiful.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
All right, James.
Awesome.
All right,
We'll see
Jessica.
you guys
Take care,
soon.
guys.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you. Have a great day.